Innovation is by definition important for the development of a country. I would argue for three fundamental reasons. Innovation has always led to economic development in countries over a period of time, whether it's direct innovation, technological or business model or otherwise, or B, it's indirect, the pervasiveness of innovation across a society. We see that in emerging markets. So I think economic development from an innovation standpoint is sort of factor one. Factor two, that innovation typically comes from entrepreneurial sources, and when that value is created by entrepreneurial sources, it gets fed back into society in philanthropic and developmental ways. And we see that very prevalent in the United States. So I think second order of magnitude from innovation is very important. And third, whether we like it or not, innovation is something that we all thrive for as human beings. Change is inevitable, and so innovation typically drives change, and that in turn is championed both societally, economically, and otherwise. And so I think it's very important for the development of countries. And finally, we can see evidence of that in places like India, China today. If I had the secret answer to that, I would probably be in a completely different business, not the one that I'm in today. I think that innovation is the common precept of trying to confine innovation to scientific endeavors or technological endeavors or regulatory disruptions, etc., is wrong. I think it ends up being a combination of all of those. I think at the end of the day, as we say in the investment community, innovation revolves around people, the people that are innovating, whether it's an individual, a team, or a community as a whole, is what, in fact, drives the success of innovation. I do think, however, as an investor, that the identification of that innovation, the combination of an innovative business model and a combination of innovative financing for those innovations, so to speak, is also very important. And so I would argue it's a combination of capital, people, and opportunity that makes innovation successful. My main motivation is actually working backwards from the Bankinter Foundation's objective. I think it's admirable that Bankinter funds a foundation without an expectation of direct return on investment to the bank. B, I think the objectives of the foundation is in large part to ensure that entrepreneurship, that understanding of innovative new trends dissipate across the board, lead to innovations, and lead to economic and social development, specifically in Spain, in Europe, and in the rest of the world. And so if I can, A, help to contribute to that in the areas that I know something about, or B, help to facilitate contributions by enabling others that know about those areas to make those contributions, and C, help to communicate those learnings to others, I think it's an absolutely worthwhile environment. And guess what? Endeavor. And guess what? I learn from that as I go. So I win on both fronts. I've never really contemplated the main difference between the Bankinter Foundation and other initiatives, but from my own experience, what I like about what Bankinter Foundation does is, one, it allows its members, its experts, to drive what are the topics being considered and how they are being considered and how they should be disseminated. I think the second key distinguishing factor that I like about the FTF and the Bankinter Foundation is they examine focused topics and the applicability of those focused topics in focused areas geographically and over focused time frames, 5, 10, 15 years. It is not a short-term endeavor, and it typically revolves around experts. And so I believe that the net output from such an endeavor will be of higher quality. And for that reason, I am as supportive of and as enthusiastic about the foundation.